Hey guys, it's Kelly from fitnessblender.com, and today I have an upper body workout for you. We're going to be doing a different exercise for each interval, even though we're going to be targeting all of the upper body muscles very comprehensively. All you're going to need for this is a set of dumbbells. I haven't included your warm-up, so make sure you get one of those and on your own. There's a cool down at the end. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we're going to be doing each interval for 45 seconds with a 20-second active rest in between. We're starting off with a reverse fly, plus we're going to throw in some pulses in there. So you're going to bend forward, keep your back nice and flat. You're going to pull up with those arms and then slowly back down. So make sure that you're never using any jerking motions. You want to be in control of the motion the entire time. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Like I said, keep a nice flat back, kind of stick out your butt behind you a little bit, a small bend in your knees. So 45 seconds for each interval, which means by the last 5 to 10 seconds, you really want to be struggling without sacrificing your form. So pick a weight that challenges yourself. You need to challenge yourself. Make it count. You have about 10 seconds left, so we're going to pulse here at the top, pulse here in the middle, and then at the bottom. One more time. Pulse at the top, middle range of motion, and let it relax. All right, so next up we have a chest fly. So I'm using 16 pounds for this one per hand. So like I said, what you're lifting is going to be 100% dependent on your own strengths. So we're coming down into a bridge, press up, then you're opening your arms up and out, slight bend in your elbows, not too much. Try to keep those hips high. Inhale as you lower your weights. Exhale at the hard part while you're pushing the weights back up. So as you can tell, this is a quick transition. We're not wasting any time here. We do have slower paced strength workouts, but ones like this end up feeling like a little bit of a cardio challenge as well. Keeps the calorie burn higher. Builds a little endurance as well. I really like strength training like this, but with that said, feel free to move at your own pace. All right, next up we have a pullover plus a crunch. So I'm gonna move to 12 pounds and just one hand for this one. So again, you can press up into a bridge if you like while you're doing this, getting a little extra glute, thigh, and back work. Oops, actually we need to stay flat for this one, my bad. So down over your head, then right here, and crunch up. So you don't want to come in any further than right above your shoulder joint, or else your muscles stop working. So nice and slow, down over your head, come back up, lock it in right here, and then do a crunch. Exhale as you crunch upwards. Try to really contract those muscles and squeeze. Don't make it a quick rep. Let it burn. All right, so next up we're going to be doing an overhead press. So I'm going to use 12 pounds per hand for this one. Get my weights back over here. All right, so standing up nice and tall. Jump those weights up there, pressing up above your head, and then back down. Make sure you're not holding your breath. Make sure you have a nice neutral spine, that you're not leaning forward or back, and that you're not using momentum to get those weights up there. Exhale as you press out above your head. Keep it going. Two, one. All right, now I'm going to lower my weights a little bit. I'm going to go for 8 pounds per hand. We're going to be doing a tricep extension plus a close row. So again, we're going to be bending our knees, leaning forward with a flat back. You can contract all your muscles during this exercise and really get in a total body workout too. So squatting down right here. So we're pulling up nice and close to your sides, and then extending out straight behind you. So again, you want to make sure that none of this is swinging. You want to be in control the whole time. Squeeze up, straighten your arms out. Let it burn. Again, just kind of get comfortable with that feeling of your muscles burning. Pulling your core, squeeze your glutes. Got 15 seconds left, keep it going. Got about 5 seconds left. All right, so next up, we're gonna do a combo move. We're gonna do a curl plus an Arnold press. So I'm gonna use 12 pounds per hand on this one. And here we go. So I'm gonna do a regular curl and then come up over our heads and rotate for an Arnold press. So curl up as you come here. Rotate so your wrists are pointed outwards towards me, then rotate back towards yourself as you come back down, and then sink those arms down by those sides. Again, no jerking motion. It's all very deliberate. Halfway done already. We have a water break coming up in just a couple minutes. So we're targeting biceps, shoulders. This workout also targets your triceps, your upper back, your chest. There's some core work in here as well. 5 seconds left. All right, next up we're gonna do a chest press bridge. So I'm gonna grab 16 pounds per hand for this one. And again, if you have, we're going down on the floor and up into a bridge for a little bit of leverage, but if you have a bench, you can also use a bench. So press up, get those glutes off the ground, and this time we're coming down and across our chest instead of opening up. So we're targeting the muscles in a different way. Inhale as you lower down, exhale as you press back up. Try to squeeze those hips up there. So if your arms aren't burning by now, check your form. If your form looks good, you're going to want to lift a heavier weight. All right, there we go. So next up, we are doing a plank plus a wide row. So I'm going to drop my weights almost completely for this one. I'm doing 3 pounds per hand, but it's still going to be a challenge, I'm sure. So this is our last exercise before we get a quick break. So coming up into a full plank, if you like, you're staying flat towards the ground and pulling that arm up, keeping your elbow joint out and letting the weight hang dead underneath it. If you have round weights, just do one at a time and then pass back and forth. And you can also, like I've just shown, you can also sink down to your knees to make it easier if you are still working on building core strength. Pull your stomach in, squeeze your glutes, keep everything nice and tight. Got about 10 seconds left. 2, 1. All right, so that is our water break. So keep moving, don't hold still. Go grab a drink of water and we'll be right back. Okay guys, we are almost already halfway through this entire routine. We're going to start in next with ventral raises and lateral raises. So these are both targeting the shoulder, each in a little bit different way. So me standing up nice and tall, I'm going to go out to the side and then in front. So come up as high as your shoulder joint, then back down. Try to use the same pace on the way up as you do on the way down. And make sure you're not holding your breath. So just alternating back and forth between the two. Stand up nice and tall while you're doing this. Make sure that you're not leaning back in order to complete any of these reps. pull in your core, squeeze your glutes, keep a slight bend in your knees so you can keep your legs nice and tight as well. Just keep going nice and smooth. Just about 15 seconds left here. Three, two, and one. So next up, we're going to be dropping down flat to the ground. And we're going to be doing a side pullover. This is kind of an awkward range of motion, but it hits the muscles in a way that is really hard to target without equipment or something to hang from. So you're going to bring your arm up right here. Again, just like with the regular pullover, your shoulder joint is your stopping point. So you're coming up over your head and then lifting right here and then stop. Don't come in any further than that. You can actually tell, you can probably feel where it would be easier to come in further than that. So you want to keep your muscles working the whole time. Keep the muscles tight, so don't come any further. Slight bend in your elbow. "15 seconds left. I'm definitely going to feel this tomorrow. 3 seconds. Alright, so now we're going to switch sides, drop your weight, and one more of these on the other side. So however you can get most comfortable and allow yourself the most range of motion. I like to lay out completely flat like this. Otherwise get that arm up there. And here we go. 45 seconds. You don't have to move at the same pace as me, so if you move slower or faster, that's just fine. Just make sure that you are getting the most out of this. Make sure you're making your muscles work. Inhale as you drop the weight towards the ground, and exhale as you come back up. These are surprisingly difficult pretty quickly. Alright, so next up we're going to be doing cadence curls. So we're going to be doing a basic curl with some pulsing, just to make it really burn your muscles out. So I'm going to be using 12 pounds per hand, and we're going to be picking a point at the bottom, a point in the middle of the range of motion, and then at the top, so that we can really squeeze and work those muscles. So you're coming up right here, just a slight pulse in the area, same at the top, slight pulse, and then down at the middle again, and then at the bottom. So again, you can move at your own pace. Don't completely extend your arms. Keep a little bit of bend in your elbows so that your muscles are working the whole time. But you're basically just kind of moving in a smaller range of motion within the range of motion of a curl. Like I said, don't relax at the bottom. You can make it a lot harder if you don't give yourself any break. 15 seconds left. Five seconds. Alright, so next up we are doing a halo plus tricep extension. So this is kind of a stolen kettlebell exercise. It's really fun. We're taking the weight up and around our heads, and then while it's back behind our head, we're going to do an overhead tricep extension. So we're going to hit the arms from all kinds of different angles here. You're starting with the weight right here, core nice and tight, coming around your head while your arms are back behind you. Extend for a tricep extension, come back down, and then you're going to go the opposite way. So all the way around your head, come to the back, and then extend again. So just as big a circle around your head as your flexibility will allow. Just kind of keep it cycling around your head there. You're standing up nice and tall. Make sure you're not leaning forward or backwards. As the distribution of that weight changes, you're using your core muscles to stay straight up and down. 2, there's 1. Alright, so next up we're going to drop the weights, and we're going to be doing some kind of body weight burnout exercises here. We're going to start with a traveling push-up. So you're going to choose your difficulty level while we're waiting for this rest period to Run out, just move around a little bit, shake out your muscles if you need to. Otherwise, we're dropping down to the ground. So you can do a full push-up from your knees and your toes. You're coming down to the side, come back to the center, change your hand placement, and do it again. So if you want to make it easier, do it from your knees. Whatever you do, make sure that you are keeping your core nice and tight and you're keeping your body in a straight line. So try not to let anything sag. Pull in your core. Make sure you're not holding your breath. Try not to lock out your elbows as you're moving back and forth here. So you can get a lot more work out of your arms if you keep a slight bend in your elbow. So about 10 seconds left. Keep it going. Three, two, and one. All right, so we're gonna stay down here. Next up, we're gonna do a back bow pull. So with this, we're gonna be working our glutes, our thighs, the backs of our shoulders here, our upper back. So I'm gonna give myself enough room. I can stretch out my arms. So I'm gonna be pulling up off of the ground in a back bow, but you're gonna squeeze your shoulder blades together, come back up, and then come back down. So pull your legs and your upper body off the ground, squeeze. You're really working against yourself here. You'll have to pay attention. This can be hard for any fitness level because you're working against your own strength. So squeeze, push back up. Focus, contract those muscles. Keep it going. Just about 10 seconds left. Alright, so next up we have arm circles. So if you like to, feel free to grab weights for this. Actually, I might do that. Even just 3 pounds goes a long ways with arm circles, especially after what we've just done. So whether you're using weights or not, doesn't matter. Just make sure that you're focusing on contracting those muscles. So arms come out to the sides here. And we're going to be doing the first half forward, and then we'll switch direction halfway through. Try to keep them straight out from your shoulder joint. Okay, and there go the weights. But that's okay, you can do that. Push yourself as hard as you can, as long as you can, and then adjust and keep going. So that's our halfway point. So we're gonna switch back to the other direction. I'm gonna try to make it the same workout here, so I'm gonna hold my weights as long as I can before I drop them. Breathe. All right, keep it going. Try to keep them out there. Keep nice controlled circles. All right, shake them out real quick. Those are humbling, right? Okay, so next up we're gonna be doing another antagonistic move, if I can talk. So we're gonna be doing a narrow and a wide pull down. So again, you're working against your own strength here. So you're gonna be pulling your hands out just like you'd be doing for a regular pull down and squeeze against yourself. Now as you press back up, adjust your grip, if you will, and pull in narrow. So out and back, and then in with a narrow arm stance. So out and wide, and come in and close. We have just 2 more intervals after this. Ten seconds. 5. All right, so we're dropping back down to the ground for this next one. So we're going to be doing a tricep dip. And actually, if you have a table or a bench or even a stair, you can do it off of there and get even more range of motion. Otherwise, if you have no equipment at all, I'm going to show you the bodyweight version to do it. So hands in your your hands in your feet. You're coming up. You're going to dip down, kicking out your foot if you like, but making sure that your elbows are going out straight behind you. So a narrow stance around your body, and they're going out straight behind you, and you should feel it in the backs of those arms. Keep it going, over halfway down already. 5 seconds left. All right, so we have just one more interval left. So we're gonna be doing a walk down, which is gonna work our arms from all different kinds of angles. Make sure that you keep a bend in your elbows so your arms are working the whole time. And then we're gonna reach up and above our heads for another antagonistic pull. So the shoulders are really getting a good workout here. All right, here we go. So bend your knees if you need to get to the ground, but you're walking out. Like I said, bend in your elbows, take one arm forward, and pull back. Okay? Now the other side, and pull back. Now walk yourself back up, and do it again. Here we go. All the way down, speed it up once you know what you're doing. Try to keep your body facing down towards the ground. You don't want to open up. Use your core. Stay facing the floor. 15 seconds left. Five seconds. Finish up your repetition. And we're all done. So now we're going to do a quick cool down stretch. So grab a quick drink of water if you want to. Otherwise, just start shaking your muscles out a little bit. Redo any dying ponytails if you're anything like me. So nice deep breaths here. Kind of swing them out. I like to do a little bit of freestyle swinging before I go into deep stretches. It just feels really nice. Back over your head. Big arm circles. Then we'll go the other way. So forward. Kind of really get into it. Get into a torso stretch if you want to too. Through these sides. Across again. All right, now press your arms back so you're getting a good chest stretch here. And then move around in this range of motion once you've got your chest stuck out. It should feel really good through these shoulder sockets. And now over your head. And we'll lead from one side to the other. So just kind of back and forth, fluidly, at your own pace. These kinds of stretches feel really good after spending all day long on the computer. All right, so now we're going to come back down and we'll start rolling from one leg to the other. Just to get a good stretch through our lower back as well. Cross over to one foot. Then back up. Again, let your torso stretch out here. That should feel good after the exercises we just did. So one more of those in each direction. Last one right here. And this time we'll just stay here nice and wide with the feet. And then grab your hands from behind your back and let your arms fall over your head. So you should get a nice shoulder stretch from this. And kind of move back and forth. Find any parts where you might feel tight. All right, so now we're going to come up. We're going to do an arm cross pull stretch. So grab this one and pull across your chest here. So you should feel a stretch through the back of your arm here. Get a hip flexor stretch as well. Hip flexor calf stretch. Can always multitask with this kind of thing. All right, now we're going to switch sides. So pull this arm across. Remember, you should feel this right here. You can lean into this a little bit for a calf stretch or hip flexor stretch. Okay, next up, we're going to go up over our heads. So you're going to grab your elbow and act like you're trying to pull it back behind your head. You should feel this through your shoulder and again through the back of that arm. And you can lean away from yourself and get in an extra torso stretch here along your sides. Let that relax. Switch sides and lean away from yourself again. All right, now you're going to want to find something to press your hands against, and you're going to press that hand, point it away from yourself, and then turn until you feel a good stretch through your chest here. All right, switch sides. Turn away as much as you need to feel a stretch. Make sure not to push anything to the point of pain. All right, now we'll walk out to a downward dog or whatever modified version. If you need to, you can bend your knees here, but your aim is to stick your head between your hands and get a good shoulder stretch here. If you want to try and get your heels on the ground, you get a really good calf stretch as well. All right, now you're going to slowly lower yourself to the ground. Now I'm going to switch the stances of your feet so your feet are flat on the ground, and then press back into a child's pose. So again, you're kind of pressing your head down between your hands so you get a good upper body stretch. You can also feel the stretch through your lower back. It should feel really good. All right, and relax. Okay guys, you're free to do more stretching if you like. More stretching is never a bad thing. Otherwise, make sure you drink lots of water, eat a good, healthy, clean meal after this. Good job guys, this workout is complete.